Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I need to mount the master cylinder and booster for the brake assembly. Now I bought an assembly that bolts to the side of the Model A frame, but unfortunately I don't think I have enough room to mount that assembly where it would typically go because of the added reinforcement that I did to the frame. So I'm going to show you where it was designed to go and where I've decided to locate it. So let's get to it. Here is the area that I have allotted to try and mount that booster and master cylinder, and it's really tight, and I don't even think I have enough length because of the bracing back here that I used to stiffen up the frame. So where it was originally intended to mount, it's not going to work. So I'll take you over on the body and show you where I'm going to mount it. So right there, see where the hole is? Right in the center of the screen, about 2 inches below that, I think I'm gonna mount the master cylinder. I'll mount it out here. I'm gonna drill a hole through and mount the booster on the inside. And let me go around and I can show you where that is. Let me get some light for you. So there's that hole on the other side, and I'm going to mount it a little bit below that. The problem that I've got is there's really nothing that's structurally sound in here. And what I'm thinking is if I put a couple of large pieces of maybe 14 gauge, maybe 18 gauge on each side of that existing sheet steel, just to stiffen that area up and distribute the load over a larger area rather than just the couple of bolts where the master cylinder bolts through. So that's what I got in mind. I'm gonna go work on that, and I'll bring you back when I got some holes drilled and I'm further along. Okay, here's an update now. I took this, formed this out of 14 gauge, broke that all up 90 degrees. This will be bolted to the firewall on the inside. Drill holes around the perimeter. I don't think I want to weld it. I think I just want to bolt it on for now. I also think I'll probably put a plate on the outside of the firewall, kind of sandwich it. Now let me set the camera down for a second. So then the master cylinder will bolt to the outside like so, and it'll sit on the outside, and our brake booster will be on the other side and be inside the cab. I'll have to run an air line over to that, but that won't be a big deal. And it kind of gives me, it doesn't have my master cylinder sticking clear out into the engine significantly, and the brake booster will be on the inside. So anyway, that's kind of my game plan at the moment, and I'll get back to you after I get a little further along. Okay, I think I've got that piece pretty much how I want it. This plate will be bolted to the firewall. This is the air tap for the booster. And then, like I say, I'll drill this out, mount it to the firewall, and we'll see if that's going to be stiff enough to support the brake. Booster will bolt on there and sandwich between the plate. So this kind of shows you what my game plan was. The formed pan here will mount to the inside of the firewall, and then this will bolt to the outside. The brake booster will be on the inside, and I'm hoping that this 14 gauge with the brakes in it will be stiff enough to support everything all right. I can add some stiffeners on the outside as well. There just isn't anything real solid to anchor to, so I'm kind of hoping the firewall and everything getting sandwiched in between will make for a good solid mount. We'll find out though soon enough. We'll get it holes drilled in the pan and in the firewall and see how it looks. Brake booster, brake assembly, master cylinder, brake pedal assembly is in and mounted, and I think it's gonna work out at this point. Hopefully this pedal is not sticking out too far. If it is, I'll have to bend it back, but I use hand controls, so I don't think that is going to bother me at all anyway. So got the plate mounted back there. You're not supposed to look at this yet because I'm going to talk about that in another video, so we'll pretend that's not there. I do have another mounting point there that can bolt, that I think I'm going to bolt through to the tank that sits in this open space. I'm not going to use that as a fuel tank. That's just going to be there probably as a dash, part of the dash. I'm going to pause for a second so I can go over to the other side. So here's how the master cylinder is mounted on the outside. So like I had said earlier, with the brake booster inside, just basically looks like a vehicle without power brakes. So I said don't look at that over there. That's in another video. So don't look at that. So anyway, I just put larger washers on the outside. I think that's going to be plenty of strength with that large plate on the inside. And with the bolt going up through the tank, I think it'll be pretty solid. It feels pretty solid. So I'm going to lower this a second, hang on. So there's the brake booster and pedal assembly from above. I did end up using this pedal out of the Parisian. It's one of the parts that I saved off from that. And it actually seemed to fit and mount real well. And there's the master cylinder from above. So I think I'm happy with that the way it is. So anyway, that's it now for this episode. The next episode is going to be the firewall modification that you didn't see earlier. That should be finished up here real soon too. So anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff if you feel the need to do that. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.